皆さんご安全に、やまけいです。ゲーム実況 NBA2K21 マイキャリア試合続けていきたいと思います。
Promise, but if you could choose one for your team,
負けた
which one would it
ー。
be?
ジャンプボール負けたー。
I mean, with the Doncic and Young and Jackson and Ayton and
if I had to go over and pick it now,
there's so many of them.
man, I'm going straight with Doncic.
I mean, that could be only one. It's not even close. Doncic is the only guy on that list that, when it's all said and done, he's got a chance to be a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? A more aggressive deadlift shrimp.
Ooh, I think even more than that. To me, he's a combination. I heard Larry and Magic. He's a combination of Larry and LeBron.
Okay, I can see that.
Magic wasn't like the scorer that those two are. Like, those guys are scorers.
Yeah, I get it.
Great passing ability. And the other thing about him, he's a better athlete, and he's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, that guy is special.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Davis. Harper is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jr. And it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Mitchell is out there with Purdue. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. McCollum, no good.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding 3?
Game-deciding 3. Steph Curry's number 1. Klay Thompson's number 2. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trey.
AD が頼もしいな。
What about Dame Lillard?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dame Lillard number 3. And then Trey.
本当大胆な FA だよな。
Klay. Lillard. Game winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm gonna throw a wild card out there.
No.
Hey, Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a
もうちょ
wild
っとフロン
card.
トと相談したかったな。
He had 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing
実
to
際問
sneeze
題
at.
ニューヨークに
He throw
来る
good,
か
Davis.
な。
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
Lillard from outside. He can't get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it.
The shooting numbers
まあ嬉
just
しいけどね、
aren't
来てく
there
れたら
yet
ね、それ
in the
は
quarter.
AD クラ
And
スは。
something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. You know, I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking. Because Derek Harper
There's so much.
because he was so aggressive.
The
with the
best,
hand.
I always felt that was a guy. I mean, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, felt good, didn't it, kid? You like that? You like that?
You could feel it, right? That's
feel
what I'm
it.
saying. You could feel
And he
it.
could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some
少なくとも RJ は
intimidation right
残してほ
away.
しかったよ
Gotta
な。
show those shooters you're
シカ
gonna
ゴに
be
行っちゃ
there
ったから
all
な。
night long.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nurkic, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
I swear Junior got a text message that time. He knew it was coming.
And it's out of bounds.
Hey.
Last touch by Redick.
レディックがおるんか。
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
And this summer, Vince Carter retiring after his 22nd NBA season. That's a record for longevity in the game. Kenny, he's closer to our age than he is to some of his teammates.
Yeah, that's amazing. A guy could do it at this level so long and really help the team instead of just be on the team. He's an incredible athlete. That dedication and willingness has just rolled over into time.
Never had to be the main guy at this stage of his career. Always wanted to supplement, help, tutor, mentor, and he stayed healthy.
Stayed healthy, that's the key.
And so here is New York. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Harper. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Now the big man, the brow, finding a teammate.
Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that idea picking up some momentum?
Well, that's how it is in other pro leagues.
It is,
right. You have the free agency, then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it would make sense. You're drafting something, and all of a sudden you get all these different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Those guys do have a lot of value if they played in college and been able to build up their brand.
Hurrying up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Purdue is out there with Mitchell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And McCollum just wants to win. Passes like that demonstrate his unselfishness.
The Knicks leading by 10. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Kings, was not his usual self. He scored a handful of points and made an impact on the glass with 7 rebounds. This has obviously been a tough stretch of games for him. He's been sliding for a while. He says he's going to change his routine to try and shake out of the slump. We'll see, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he can come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
Yeah, you wonder if the coach is going to force feed that because the ghosts of the last game are still haunting him. Hopefully he can block out all that noise and distraction and get himself back on track.
1:36 left here in the second. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And Brent, you and Kenny both enjoyed success in the NBA. Always great to have his perspective with us here at the broadcast table.
Well, that's nice of you, Kevin. And certainly Kenny has done some remarkable things post-career. And I love the fact with Kenny's presence, he's just got great perspective on the entirety of the game.
Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell finds McCollum. That's a 2 from Lillard. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lillard's got 9.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Purdue. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Harper against Lillard. Here's Harper. 11 points last game. And it's in there.
Okay.
He's got 11. Lillard outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we finished one half of basketball. Knicks flip. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Harper is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Junior. And it's Knox in at the 3.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for. He's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and New York with a change here too. Gary's checked in for Knox.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Lillard the pass to Simons. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And that one good. Harper's got 16 points.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turn it into easy points.
For the 3. Offensive rebound. Nurkic dishes to Mitchell. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Outside Hardaway. New York moving the ball around. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Hammonds kicks to Randall. Rebound by Mitchell. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. McCollum against Ford. Pass to Knox. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on J.J. Redick.
Well, Knox has such versatility in his game. If you add the art of drawing fouls, that's going to help him out.
Good on both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Plumlee. He's guarded by Davis. Passes to Purdue. 6 to shoot. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists tonight. And here's Langford. Misses the shot. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a 22-point lead.
Plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum, bubbling out there at Purdue. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
They get it again. Elijah on the pass to Davis. Great look there, but off target.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he
out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And the pass to Hardaway. Davis in the corner. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Elijah. Davis, that's for two. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard from outside. And Davis pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 18. Harper with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And that one falls for Harper. And the trail.
Okay. そんな時間経ってねえな。
Outside, Redick. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for New York. 19-point game. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard, the pass to Plumlee. Lillard against Davis. Feeds it to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard from outside. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks leading by 21. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Harper. Nurkic with the block. Lillard up top. He's guarded by Harper. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Releases. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 4 this quarter. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Redick kicks to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. Again the miss by Lillard. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And defensively, this could be a good foul. No reason to give Plumlee easy points inside, given his struggles at the free throw line.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, if I got 100, 200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
The shot missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
なぜ俺が運ぶ
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
攻めていいよ攻めていいよ
Langford, the pass to Hammonds.
なんじゃい
Back to Elijah to the right side. So no problem for New York as they get the win.
勝ちました
This crowd was
ちょっと
stunned by the
プレー
manner
オ
in
フ
which
進
their
出目
team
指して
was
頑張りたい
You
と
know
思いま
what?
す
Shocking. I don't
ご視聴ありがとうございました
care what the matchup is. You never expect a